Here we go. Unlike in death, in life we dig. Unlike in death, in life we dig our own graves. I said that a while back. I wrote that. Um, I was thinking about the fact that many, if not most of us, have tendencies that make us unsuccessful for the most part, whether it's in our relationships or jobs, education. It's just one of those things. We we're all our own private grave diggers. We have a bit of negativity. We blame things on the culture. We blame things on the economy. We blame things on this and that, and the other thing. All the while being our own worst enemy. Um, and when I say being our own worst enemy, it's simply this: when we go to the gym and we have this great idea. Whoa, we're going to go work on our biceps or our chest or our attitude, whatever. And right away, something happens. You know, um, I was in a gym in Ho Chi Minh City, and the guy obviously didn't like the attention I was getting from one of the female employees, and so he decided I wasn't going to get a towel. The towel was only available to the premium members, but I thought it was amazing because I was there on kind of a trial, and I was thinking that's a funny way to sell things. And I was curious if his boss knew this, what his boss would do. And I didn't say anything to anybody, but I didn't sign up for the gym. And I I ended up at another gym, a lot more expensive, a lot less fancy, no steam room or anything like this. But then I joined that gym and I start working out and I'm very diligent and I'm feeling great. So what do? I decide, oh, I'll go out and have a few beers, go out and have a few beers, have some hot wings. Feeling great, amazing. And then I go to the gym at 4:30 in the morning. I'm first guy there. It's not open until 4:45 because the guy's late, you know. And I get on a pretty good roll. And at the same time, I noticed that a lot of people in there were attracted to me. You think, well, great, law of attraction. You know, they're coming up to talk to me or try to talk to me. But then I noticed something else. Uh, you know, I've got a pretty big bench press, so um, all of a sudden people are sitting on the bench to do like curls, and they're putting their phone on the bench while they work on something else, and they're towel on the bench, towel on the weights or something. And I used to be very timid about these things, and it didn't. It's such a rarity in the gyms in the states that I was like, okay, whatever. But I started moving the things, and then we get these mean mugs and these guys coming up like they're and you just think like, my God, what have I done? When I say, you dig your own grave. Um, I'm in Asia. I Vietnamese people didn't drag me here. I mean, I was recruited by in an international school for my first job here. When I was in my first trip to Asia was in to going to Seoul, South Korea to work at Kyungbo Gyosan, which was a girls' school. And it's funny if I say Kyungbo Gyosan to a Korean person, then huh, what, huh? It's the easiest language in the world. The pronunciation that in Japanese. Yet, if you have if you're a non-Korean and you say something in their language, they're like, oh, what, you know. And I suppose it's not any different than some ignorant ass person in the States. You know, you have a person, an Asian or European or whatever, and they have just a tiny bit of an accent. And, catch it, yarrow, yarrow, rather than yellow, something like this. But anyway, the point of it is that a person goes out of their way to be someplace new. And right away, they start having problems. You know, they call it culture shock. And I think, well, if you're shocked when you're in a different culture, you probably aren't very intelligent because that's why you went in the first place, to experience something different. And if you're shocked that there's so much differences, there's so many differences, it's probably your fault. um, it isn't that you know, the people in wherever you are, Vietnam in this case, are so different. I mean, at the end of the day, the language is different. There are different habits and manners and things, and I'm different. You know, I sit here in uh, my house that I'm renting, using as a bit of a studio at the time. And the little girl next door is just adorable. I'm 10 years old, maybe. And I'm sitting here doing some work, and the little girl's standing at the thing, and teacher, teacher, you know, and she's got her fist open like this, and closed, I should say, fist closed, and then she had these little um, gelatin packets, and I was like, wow, how cute is that? And she came by later, and I think she wanted a coloring book because I gave some of the kids coloring book before, and I will give her one the next time I see her. And I don't know that. That's another thing. We assign motives even when we understand the language completely, even in our own culture. If somebody cuts a person off in traffic, oh, you know, that guy, you know, that guy, you know, that lady, that this, that the other thing. And sometimes it's true. I mean, the person is being a jerk, whatever, but it doesn't help the situation to say that the guy's a jerk. And that's exactly what I'm talking about when I say that, unlike in death, in life, we dig our own graves. We create problems in our work. We respond to, or I should say, react to problems that others cause in our work, rather than just saying, whatever. You know, I've worked at a lot of jobs where we've had some person, for whatever reason, bothering me. And sometimes the reason that they're bothering you is because as long as you're there, other people recognize how horrible of a job they're doing. The person that's bothering you is usually an underperforming, overinflated person who just sucks, to use an overused term. But they're not worth your time, and they'll end up costing money. They end up costing. Even sometimes we try. You have a person in your work who's bothering you. What's your solution? Okay, well, I don't want to be a jerk, so I'll befriend them. I'll befriend them. You're going to befriend the person who wants to stab you in the back and is actively stabbing you in the back. Help them sharpen their knives. And that's exactly what I mean. The way that we act and react to things is just as though we are intentionally digging our own graves in life, unlike in death. Unlike in death, in life, we dig our own graves.